Hey guys, this is Comic Ken, and I wanted to give you my thoughts about how you actually improve at writing and storytelling in your comics, webcomics, manga, or whatever have you. And I want to preface this with the reason that I still haven't truly embraced AI is that the improvement in your writing ability or your storytelling ability comes from your process of editing or rewriting your work, drawing and writing a rough draft, looking over it, cutting out all the things that aren't supposed to be there, cutting out all the crap, and rewriting it, looking at that, thinking about it, molding it over in your head, getting feedback on it, and redoing that, and honing and refining the rough idea until it's actually a shining gem or a shining piece of work that you can finally show to the general public. Well, we as comic creators don't always have that luxury of taking the time to really refine and hone and edit your work. That process is what actually builds the muscle of a storyteller, of a creator. It's that process of drawing concept art, writing out an idea, figuring out what works about the idea, what doesn't work about the idea, cutting out all the things that don't work, and then being left with something that's sort of kind of decent. And then putting that out there for people to give you feedback on it, and then restructuring it based on the feedback that you get, or refining it based on the feedback that you get. And that is the process of improving at storytelling, improving at your craft. And the reason why I don't go into using AI or relying on AI too much is that I don't want that muscle to atrophy in my mind, because that's what it is. It's like whenever you go through that process of refining and honing the rough draft of your work, you're developing that muscle. It's like going to the gym for your mind, for storytelling. And you're refining that muscle, honing it over time so that you are able to do the heavy lifting of a story all on your own or with the help of another editor or an editor nearby. The reason I don't use AI is because I don't want to outsource that process. It's like having somebody else go to the gym for me and then I copy their notes and don't go to the gym at all. Like, I don't want to outsource that mental process of developing my story to the highest level it can be. Um, I do know that there are ways to bounce ideas off of AI as if it were another person to help you improve your process. But even that, I don't want to try to make use of AI for that reason just yet. The jury's still out for me. I just want to do the best I can with my own mind and keep refining my process, talking to my group, my editors, so that they can give me the feedback that I need to improve my work. Because if you develop that skill, I mean, this is the skill that has developed your favorite stories, your favorite works from throughout the ages, long before AI ever came out. And so developing that muscle in your mind through telling countless short stories, or writing dozens and dozens of pages of comics, or going through that struggle to hone your craft. That is what builds the muscle to create better and better work in the future. There were thousands of pages that Akira Toriyama had to do before he was able to develop Dragon Ball to the extent that he was able to the extent where he could just accidentally draw something. He could even make mistakes, and people would just eat it up because he drawn 10,000 bad drawings before he ever drew panel 1 of Dragon Ball. And so if you're a storyteller, if you're a writer or an artist, don't be afraid to go through that time of drawing bad drawings, writing bad stories, and embrace that process of honing and rewriting and crafting and molding your ideas, because that's a muscle in your brain that develops and develops until you are just able to come out with crazy awesome ideas one after the other, and it becomes easier and faster to hone those ideas over time. People are just like, whoa, this is great, this is amazing, let's go with that idea. You get less and less notes because you have a stronger and stronger sense for the craft of writing and storytelling, or drawing. And that is basically the most important thing that I've been training in my mind for the last 10, 15 years, since I learned what the concept of storytelling was. And if you'd like to see how I'm applying it to my latest work, you can check out my latest webcomic called Saintly. It is a demon chase horror action comedy about two best friends who have to outrun the demon loan sharks that they borrowed from. Basically, it's like Scooby-Doo meets K-pop demon hunters without the K-pop. And the story backs the main character into a corner where she has to decide between the hard path to success or lose her soul to the lure of easy money. And we get to see the ramifications of her choice, and if she can hide this deal with the devil from her friend, or if it will tear them apart. And I hope you read my comic in the description and check out the story. It should appear in your email inbox or your spam folder if you don't see it. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.